Pretend this is a creative intro. Hi guys, and welcome to our J Prime review. This is Gunfire, and we are here with the new premiere about the Prime series, the J series, the AK from SPECNA ARMS. And as you might know, the replica, similarly to other Prime models, comes with the brushless motor and many changes inside. Although for that we'll have to get you to a different channel, but we'll talk about that later. Today we'll focus on the external build, what's in the box, and overall feel of the replica in Gunfire TV. So let's get to opening it up without any hesitation or waiting for magic effects like you've seen in the intro. Let's get straight to the topic. Let's see what the J Prime is capable of. And it's definitely capable of showing your enemies you mean business and you're not here for any child's play. The J Prime comes as the normal M4 variants in a black box with the Prime on it, as well as the J series written so that you make no mistake when purchasing a replica. The box is very sleek and elegant, as is the whole Prime family, and as I've mentioned, in front of the box there is the Prime logo, but the box itself is also interesting, since on the back you'll see all the little details that make the J Prime a replica worth choosing. Although we'll get over it soon, right now let's open it up and see what's inside. And by the way, remember, this episode also contains a competition, the rules of which we'll get to later on. And if you're wondering how the J Prime looks like after you take it out of the box, at least one of the models, you are able to see it here. This is the wooden version. As you see, it's been there the whole time when I've been talking about the box. But this one here is something different, although similar. Let's see it. As we've seen before, we get jump scared by two leaflets, one with the full offer and one with the user manual. Here we go. Stickers, as well as additional springs, the M90 for CQB and the M135 for those DMR players. If you want to turn your AK into a DMR, that's also possible. Two S-Mag mid-cap magazines for the J series, a TanieMilitariaPL mini Tamiya connector if you want to use batteries with the old connector, a blue speed loader as we've seen in the Prime M4, and most importantly, the replica itself. This one is a replica of the black polymer AK-74 with the dovetail mount, as well as polymer front, handguard and foldable polymer stock. The replica you see in this episode has actually been field tested by us, as the show's name suggests. We've been with this replica on March 2025, March 6th, the 6th edition of March, as SPECNA ARMS representatives. You will be able to see a video from that event soon. We'll make sure to notify you via Facebook or Instagram. Make sure to check out our social media while you're at it. As before, let's get rid of the box. The replica we've got here is, as I've mentioned, a replica of the AK-74, probably one of the most known AK variants, except the AKM, AKMS maybe. But how to distinguish a 74 from an AKM? First things first, I think the dovetail mount, if it's on the body, then, well, it could be an AKM, but it most likely is a 74, as well as the real AK-74 is chambered in 545, while the AKM, at least the real firearm, is chambered in 7.62. Besides that, there are quite a few other differences, although let's not get into it too much. We are interested about Airsoft, and let's speak about Airsoft. The steel elements in the J Prime AK from SPECNA ARMS, first and foremost, is the receiver, made from steel, the dust cover, made from steel, as well as the barrel. It's made of steel, so it's prone to rusting, as steel is in most models, although SPECNA ARMS, exceptionally, does not tend to do that easily. I've had experience with other replicas from different manufacturers, such as CNL, and I've also had experience with the AKs from SPECNA ARMS, specifically the J Edge. And let me tell you, these do not rust easy compared to other brands. So this replica is not made from aluminum alloy, at least not most of it. It's primarily made of steel and polymer. When it comes to polymer parts, that's the stock. The stock is made from polymer, along with the front handguard, which also is made from polymer. Although if you're not a fan of that, make sure to check out our 5KU accessories, which you'll be able to find on our website. They should fit the AK Prime easily, or at least with some little modifications. And by the way, I kind of forgot, let's not forget that the pistol grip is also made from polymer. Let's talk about the replica, starting from beginning to end. So starting off, we've got this muzzle brake. It's mounted on a 24mm CW thread, although if you've got attachments that fit only the 14mm CCW, then that is also able to be mounted here, as the 24mm thread is able to be detached, and inside of it you'll find a 14mm thread CCW if you want to attach silencers or tracers that you already own. Next up, we've got the steel barrel. Not much to be said about that. And one more thing I'm actually missing in this replica, since it's been field tested and I've had to put this part to use and lost it. It's the cleaning rod, which is mounted under the barrel. It actually goes from here up to here somewhere, but it's mounted there in stock, although we lost it. And you can see that it's actually present on a replica from the J Prime family, right here under the barrel. Next up is the polymer front handguard, which is of course detachable, and if you'd like to see how to do it, then here you go. First off, you've got to get this in position as so that the upper part is able to be removed, just like that. Now after you took off the upper part, all you've got to do now is get some sort of tool, or actually not be in gloves or have tinier fingers, but to get this lever like so. It's actually here. Boom. And there you go. Your replica is now without the front handguard, and you can mount 5KU accessories or other parts you might have here, or modify your polymer or wooden front handguard as you like it. To mount the upper and lower front handguard on the AK, just reverse the steps. Mount it back in place. Here you've got your iron sights, the steel receiver, as well as the steel handguard. And to get to the hop-up unit, which by the way is now the rotary chamber Magnus, made for Gearbox's V3, as well as the AK replicas, you just got to pull here and get to it easily, able to be modified without a problem. You've got your fire selector here, and to get full auto, you simply move it to the first selection. Full auto is now turned on, and to get to the single fire, just get it till the end. And here you got your safety. On the other side, you've got your dovetail mount. If you'd like to have a hollow sight mounted here, but you do not want to change your dust cover for a railed one, you simply have to purchase one accessory which will let you slide it on and then mount hollow sights or other stuff you might seem interested in on the rail mounted above. To get to the battery compartment, you've actually got to take the dust cover off. And to do it, it's pretty easy. Simply press it here. Here you have your cables. The replica is actually on a T-DINS T-Connect connector, and it's best to use it with 11.1V batteries. Here you can see the Magnus rotary chamber, and it's not able to be seen now, but you've got the Prime internals installed inside. To get to the internals, we have a special video prepared, or at least somebody else does. We will get to it later, as we've said, but let's focus on the external build for now. These replicas are best to be used with, as I mentioned, 11.1 volt batteries. To be exact, they actually have to be a certain size too. Here I've got one prepared. This is the SPECNA ARMS 1200 mAh battery. It's, as you see, longer than most batteries you have seen on this channel for now, and it's primarily made to fit under the dust cover of AK models. And as you will see here, I'll actually mount it in. Check this out. Goes to the end. There is no battery extending out of this part, and you can mount it easily, and even if you find yourself a longer battery, you'll fit to here. To get the dust cover back on, you have to aim the front part into this slot here. It's angled in a curve of some sort. Angle it in, boom, and simply here you can either slap it or carefully install. I prefer the slap method since this is steel, nothing will happen to it. This model has a folding buttstock, which means you can get the replica as modified into CQB conditions. On this side of the replica, which is the left side, you'll be able to see this button right here, situated near the buttstock itself. And here you have this latch, which might come as a surprise to those who haven't had any experience with AKs, although that part is to simply latch the stock into position after you fold it. To do that, you simply have to press here and then push it or pull, depending on which side you're looking at, it towards the latch, just like that. It's folded and ready for CQB conditions. It's locked on tightly. You can't move it now, but to get it back into its original position, you have to press this button here. Press it once, it's locked back into position. The J Prime AKs from SPECNA ARMS come with a quick spring change system, which is even better with replicas that have a folding stock. Why? Let me show you. First things first, you got to get the stock folded as we've done it. After that, make sure to take the dust cover off, like so. And here you'll find this screw, which will let you change the spring easily without any problem or having to take the gearbox out. With models that have a fixed stock, such as the AK behind me, you've actually got to take the dust cover off and lift the gearbox a little bit so you can get to that spring guide and replace the spring. And if you've got a keen eye, then you most likely have noticed that these J Prime variants come with gate Aster ETU. So that's the Aster SE. Here with the T-Deans, those with an eagle eye have already seen it on the box before we got to reviewing the replica externally. Let's get to compatibility of magazines. We've selected a few brands currently available in our offer, and we'll test out if they feed the J Prime AK or if they do not fit and won't feed BBs into the hop-up chamber. So let's mount the battery inside the replica, take these glasses off and replace them with safety glasses and see the replica in action. So let's get to the magazines. So first off, nobody's there. We've got our safety glasses on. Leszek is also wearing them behind the camera. We are ready and set to see if the replica is able to feed, first off, the SPECNA ARMS S-Mag Mid-Cap J-Series magazine. So as you've seen, the S-Mag Mid-Cap for the J-Series from SPECNA ARMS works flawlessly. Moving on to Bolt Airsoft, the AK-74 magazine Mid-Cap as well. Works flawlessly as before. Bolt Airsoft has no issues when it comes to feeding the BBs into the hop-up chamber, mounted in SPECNA ARMS J Prime. Next up, we've got a CIMA Mid-Cap. I think that's for the AK-47. The AK-47 Mid-Cap had some issues when it comes to latching it into position, although we've managed. But the main question is, will it feed? CIMA AK-47 Mid-Cap works flawlessly as well. Let's spice things up with a CIMA High-Cap waffle type, also for the 47. Decima high-cap boards. Some of you guys prefer to have more modern replicas, such as the AK-12. So we'll try to see if we can turn the AK-74 into an AK-12 using ENL and Arcturus magazines. So let's test out ENL. ENL, at least the AK-12 magazine, but I also think the 74 would work fine here. Feeds the BBs without any issues. Last but not least, we've got Arcturus AK-12 mid-cap magazines. The AK-12 Arcturus magazine also feeds the BBs without any issues, and it works perfectly. And what I also find cool or satisfying is the sound and feel the AK-12 magazine from Arcturus produces when it is mounted inside the J series AK. So good. So I've taken off the dust cover to hopefully let you guys hear one sound better. And that sound is the motor installed inside the J Prime, which is the J Prime brushless. And let's hear it. Brushless. I think an addition like that in stock in AK models is something that nobody's done so far. A great choice for those beginners, for intermediate players, as well as for those advanced players that are looking to get into the AK models. Now that that is done, let's move on to the field test itself. For the next part of this video, although we field tested this model, let's get the wooden one on our table. So what you see here is real wood. It's not plastic, it's real wood, and it feels like one as well. This time we field tested the replica not by our hands. It was RXTEAM Airsoft team, which specializes in organizing events as well as organizing some amazing shootouts on which I've also been. So without further ado, here is RXTEAM with our J Prime.
Oni? Коля, окна! Zielony? Ah! Hit. Tam za tym. Uważaj. Okna, okej, trup.
So once more, that was RXTEAM. Make sure to check them out down in the description. Now, let's move on to the competition. And if you want to look into internal parts in this AK Prime, then still wait until the end. The competition is fairly easy, as it was before. It is based on leaving a comment down under this video. And what you can win, you are able to win any J Prime you want from our current available stock on Gunfire. It can be the wooden version, the polymer version, the sport version, which we haven't shown in this video, although it is on our website, so check that out. And the comment you must leave is, what would be the title of a movie in which the J Prime is the main hero? The funniest and the most creative answer, which will make our whole department laugh, wins. And if you're interested about internals, which you'll find in the J Prime AK, make sure to head over to TanieMilitaria. They are also an amazing store, which we very much like, but they have recorded a video about all the internals mounted inside the J Prime. So I want you to now, after you've done and liked, subscribed, hit the bell button and wrote the comment down about the movie, I want you to head over to our description once more, check out TanieMilitaria and their newest video. You'll find a link down there. Click it and see the internals mounted in the J Prime. I'm more than sure they'll show you the precision barrel, the hop-up, the new rubber installed inside, the brushless motor, and all the additions you'll find in the J Prime there. So make sure to type down TanieMilitaria J Prime in the browser, or make sure to check out our description to see more about the internals of the J Prime. But there's one thing. How can they record a video about the Prime internals if they've got no Prime on their hands? Let's send them one Prime up for review. So, TanieMilitaria, catch this! So, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out TanieMilitaria's video and to take part in a competition. As mentioned before, like, subscribe and hit the bell button, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next episode of Gunfire TV. Flashbang out!